So your house just is not selling and you can't understand why. It is very frustrating when you feel like you've done everything right, put the house out there in the market, and it just sits. And especially if you're like the area here in Hampton Roads where it's been a seller's market for a long time. Well, I'm Mike Carlins with Peak Realty. I am going to give you a few tips on things you can do to hopefully get it sold, or at least understand why it's not selling. And I'm going to give some general tips that would apply to people who have listed with a traditional brokerage, and then I'll give a few tips to people who are doing it for sale by owner also. So first of all, there are several factors that affect the sale of a house. Of course, location, condition, price, and marketing. Location can't do anything about, so no reason to even discuss that. The condition of the house, though, of course, can be changed. So if you've had showings, then you've likely gotten some kind of feedback as far as the condition, and you can use that information to decide, is it worth putting money into the house in order to fix it up? Now, what the majority of buyers that I have worked with are looking for is a move-in ready house that they do not have to do repairs to. Most people are not looking to come in and do a bunch of repairs and spend their weekends running back and forth to the home store to buy stuff to fix up the house. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't a lot of people who want to do that. It just means the majority of people want something they can just move into and be done with. So doing a rehab, fixing up the kitchen, the bathrooms, all that kind of thing, that can cause your home to sell, though you have to figure out, is it worth it because of the time and hassle of bringing in contractors and doing the work and paying for the work, or even financing the work? Will you end up getting more money, and will it be worth the hassle? That's not for me to say, but that is something to consider. And I've certainly seen people who have taken their house off the market in order to go ahead and just rehab it and then relist it at a higher price to get it sold. Now, that's the other factor, is price. In the real estate community, we kind of joke about that, about the price, because really price fixes everything. There is some price where the house will sell instantly. However, when you're selling your home, you're looking to net the most money possible. So you don't just want to drop the price to a ridiculous level just to get it sold. And that's where you have to factor in, is it worth fixing up, or is it worth lowering the price? But you've got to do one or the other. The other thing to look for is how many showings you've got, because that's a big indicator too of people's interest. And if you're just not getting any showings, absolutely, you've got to do something. You've got to reduce that price or fix it up. Now, if you have decided to go the for sale by owner route, you may not be doing the same marketing as an agent. So if you haven't paid to have it listed on the MLS, I guess you would technically, you still kind of be a for sale by owner, but you're paying like a discount agency to get it out there, then it's not going to go out to all the agents in the market who have buyers that they represent. So your house just may take a little longer to sell, and that's fine. There are plenty of people who have successfully sold their house on their own, though a lot of them tend to end up working with a buyer's agent, because the buyers are somewhat locked in with their agents prior to starting looking for houses in many cases. Not to say every case, and not to disparage anybody from trying to sell the house themselves, because I completely understand wanting to do it yourself. Some people do it to save money. Some people just want the control. They just want to have the experience and try to and do it themselves. And I can completely relate to that. Just understand, though, if you don't do something every day and you don't have the same support systems, things may just take a little bit longer. But price is still king. Again, if the condition is great, then you've got to adjust that price. If the condition is not great and you don't want to fix it up, you got to adjust the price. Again, Michael Garland's Peak Realty. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.